Hey, you know what? I got a friend that lives right down there at Stonewall in Virginia, right beside the store, and he said he could put a big sign up in his big yard right there beside the gas station. I don't know if that would, if that would do some good down there. You know?
What we need, something like that, is getting somebody for the big signs and donate the pay for the material.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that's a reason I need an organization down there. We can probably get them to, you know.
Okay, I guess that.
So we have to see jobs, but they have they have the ability, whether they choose to or not. Right, so how about if you guys advertise it? Well, if we could maybe find somebody that might want to do it, instead of putting out the information that not brought
What I would like to say is that we all know from the road signs that Virginia is for lovers. Now, I would like to add that West Virginia is for fighters, because people here are the kindest people I've ever met, most accommodating, loving people, but if you get between them and their land or their family, I would just watch out. That's what I have to say.
But you feel that it's adequate for them to just fly over it and look at a topographic map and all of a sudden throw out an alternative that impacts people's lives to the extent that it does?
Well, we're not saying that it's impacting or not at this time until we can actually look at it on the ground. There's some way, you got to start somewhere, and that's where they start. You look at topography.
Where you can start is by talking to the local populace, talking to the people here.
Calling them.
Okay, what about stepping out the front door? There are two brand new sinkholes that have opened up right out here.
Right, and then
no, I'd like you to see them.
Will absolutely
I'd like you to step out and see them.
That's probably
They're
a good
massive.
idea.
They've just gone, whew.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't there yesterday. That is our life here. Over 500 caverns in this county.
Yeah.
I come from Florida, believe me, I know sinkholes.
Then how can you stand here with any kind of a clear conscience and even utter this garbage?
Because we're found ways of engineering.
You can't engineer through. You know what? You can't. If you blast in this stuff, you don't know what waterways you're affecting.
Yeah,
what
one of the things about Peters Mountain, and I would advise you to read up on this. It is a very unique geological area. There are probably a couple of hundred springs and wet areas that come out the bottom of the mountain. It's like a huge coarse sieve. And the bottom part is a large aquifer. And you can do geotechnical analysis for 10 years on that. You're not going to be able to determine the impact of dynamiting to get your routing across that mountain, because there is no possible way to determine the effect of that type of activity because of the bedrock. That's just the way it is. And that's why we're so skeptical when we hear this story about you folks know how to construct in this type of environment. Have you constructed in karst before? Where?
There's 3 new pipelines across Florida that are entirely karst.
Florida? It's a different type karst.
What's the biggest grade?
Different
to-
type karst.
Different world.
It doesn't have the outcroppings that we have here and the continuous limestone. Our karst goes deep.
So does Florida. It's the same Floridian aquifer. It's the same karst. It's very similar karst to us.
Well, it's very
Trust me,
similar, but it's a very different terrain to build it.
That's true. Very different terrain to build. There's some engineering that needs to go in. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, let me show you something. Let me show you a picture. Dale, I don't know if you've seen this. It's really yummy. I guess over holidays, EQT doesn't guard its frac sites too well. So I got up to one. Here's the erosion containment. Check it out. Are you impressed? Look at this. Wait, there's more. That is an EQT site. Let me get, you bet you can. That is an EQT site. Now let's go to some of you know where they've got it? You know where they've got a little bit of netting? It goes about 20 feet and it's about 3 feet wide. It's right next to the road so everybody can see it. They know that there's containment going, but screwed up the creek. Screwed up the creek. Bad EQT.
Well, we're not talking about a well pad here. We're talking about a pipeline, and it's totally different. It is.
I have been to so many EQT sites.
I understand.
There should be some ethical concern. I mean, really, what you just said, I'm not even responding to that. It's absurd.
Well, can I just put my name on the list to get those coordinates whenever they are available?
Site that's being built. Check this out, Rachel. Yes, I will. All right, here's how they do it. You said nobody there speaks any English, so they can't deal with it. That is a creek.
That's lovely.
That's a creek.
Yep.
There we go.
I've seen the damage and destruction. I saw a pipeline going in Pennsylvania. It's a disaster.
It is a disaster.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
And here, this is the Dominion. It says Dominion Copley plant.
Yep.
It is a liquefaction and compression station. And if you go around the corner, there's the EQT sign on the other
believe it.
post.
I believe
One
it all.
facility, Dominion and EQT.
I believe it all.
One of my concerns is
There's no good place for a pipeline anywhere. Not anywhere.
there's 40-some miles.
No pipeline. Hell no. None law. None. We're tired of the colonization of West Virginia. We're sick and tired of it. People coming in here acting like it's nobody's business. Get out of the way, we're coming through. We've had enough of it. No pipeline.